Oh, Selena! Long time no see, huh? Yo? You there? It's me, Pete, your beloved ex-husband, making the grand effort to reach out. You should be grateful. So, are you gonna respond to me or not?
Beloved, ex-husband, what the hell are you rambling about?
See? I knew you were reading my messages. I gotcha. Couldn't resist, huh? Classic.
The only reason I'm replying is because your nonstop spam was annoying and the words coming out of your mouth were impossible to ignore. Also, who the hell gave you my new number? I changed it for a reason, damn it.
Man, you haven't changed at all. Still the queen of not showing your love outright to me. I love that about you.
Not showing my love outright to you? Are you seriously that brain dead? I only replied because I don't want some creep like you twisting reality and spreading your nonsense. So yeah, I'm replying purely for damage control. Got it?
Yeah, whatever. Skip the drama, babe. So when do I move in?
Move in? What in God's name are you talking about now?
Oh, stop playing coy. You're rebuilding that house of yours, aren't you?
And?
Yeah, I saw it. Just happened to pass by the other day. Looks like a brand new two-family home, huh? Pretty bold move.
And that's your business. How?
Oh, come on. It's obvious, isn't it? You finally realized you can't live without me. That house, it's your way of saying you want us back together. Don't worry, babe. I'm a forgiving man. I can overlook the cold shoulder you gave me. We can pick up right where we left off.
I honestly don't know where to begin correcting your idiocy. Seriously, what fantasy world are you living in? I have zero interest in getting back with you. None.
There you go again with that tough act, not showing your love for me mode activated. You don't have to be like this, you know. If you hadn't gone and changed your number like some rebellious teenager, we wouldn't be playing this cat and mouse game, right?
Listen carefully, you delusional fossil. I didn't change my number for fun. I changed it to escape you. I don't want anything to do with you or your warped little fantasies.
Yeah, whatever. I get it. You're shy about admitting you miss me. But don't worry, I'm a patient guy. I'll keep an eye on the house. When it's ready, I'll just show up with my stuff. You won't have to lift a finger.
No, you won't, because there's one thing you clearly haven't bothered to wrap your tiny brain around.
Oh, finally admitting it, huh? You're ready to beg for me to come back? Let's hear it, babe.
I'm already married.
Come again?
You heard me. I'm married. Happily, legally, and completely married. So your little fantasy reunion? Never. Not in this life, not in any life.
Good one. Nice bluff, but you'll have to do better than that if you want me to buy it.
You're not buying it because you don't want to face reality.
Damn right I'm not buying it. You think I'm that easy to fool? I've seen that two-family house going up with my own eyes every single day. And your parents are long gone, aren't they? Which means there's only one logical explanation left. You're building that house so you can live with my parents. That's the only thing that makes sense. You're trying to patch things up with me. You're planning our sweet little remarriage, and you just couldn't say it out loud. How's that for airtight detective work, huh? Impressive, right? You can praise me now.
I don't even know where to start with how brain-meltingly wrong you are. Seriously, my brain cells are crying just listening to you. First off, newsflash, you and your parents are not part of my life plan. That house, it has nothing to do with you. I'm not building it for you, with you, near you, or anything else your messed up heads conjured up. So stop this pathetic fantasy, delete my number, and do not contact me again. Am I clear?
Yeah, you're just flustered, babe. 5 years apart is a long time, huh? I get it. You're in panic mode, but I know you. Once you calm down, you'll realize how much you miss me. I'll give you some space, but I'll be back. Count on it, Selena. Later, babe. Hey, Selena! It's me, your beloved pet, remember? I figured I'd give you a heads up since we're practically family now and all. So, about that shiny new two-family house of yours. Looks like it turned out pretty well, huh? I passed by the other day, couldn't help but notice how gorgeous it's looking. And I saw there's already a car parked out front. Judging by that, I guess you're pretty much all set to move in, right? No more delays or excuses, huh? Well, that's perfect timing, isn't it? Because guess what? I'm thinking it's about time we joined you. You know, as one big, happy, blended family. Us, you, and of course my dear parents, too. I mean, that's how it's supposed to work, right? It is a two-family home after all. So, let's make it official, shall we? We'll be bringing our things over soon, and we'll be counting on you to welcome us properly. From now on, let's all get along, okay? You can look forward to seeing us around morning, noon, and night. We'll be neighbors, housemates, family, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, don't stress too much about the details. We'll take care of the rest when we get there. See you real soon, Selena!
What the hell? You're seriously planning to move in here? With your parents, too? You can't be serious.
Ah, Selena. Finally acting like your usual self, huh? Why the cold shoulder last night? I sent you a message straight from your one and only darling husband, you know? You should have been waiting by your phone ready to reply instantly. That's basic respect, don't you think?
Ugh, I have so many things I want to say. I don't even know where to start. For your information, my phone ran out of battery last night. I just turned it back on, and now I'm reading your absurd, delusional message and trying not to burst out laughing.
Absurd, huh? Sounds to me like my message made quite an impact on you, didn't it? You're so moved you don't even know how to react. Must be nice to still feel that way about me after all these years, huh?
Don't twist my words into whatever suits your fantasy. I'm disgusted, not thrilled. Why is that so hard for you to understand?
Oh, come on. You know what they say. When a woman says no, it secretly means yes, right? Wait, maybe this is one of those classic tsundere moments, huh?
Yeah, no. And don't show up here. Why the hell would I ever welcome back an ex-husband who cheated on me and his vile parents who spent years hurling insults at me? You think I've been waiting around to crawl back to that nightmare?
Look, about the cheating thing, let's just call it water under the bridge, all right?
Excuse me? Water under the bridge? For both of us?
Yeah, exactly. Even Mom said it. This all happened because you just weren't attractive enough as a woman. You totally failed as a wife, Selena. Honestly, you should have been the one paying me alimony to make up for it. But somehow I ended up paying you. And after that, the past 5 years have been hell for me. I got dumped by that girl, lost my job, the neighbors whisper about me behind my back. It's been a nightmare. So now it's only fair you dedicate your life to making it up to me.
Making it up to you?
Exactly. You built that fancy two-family house just for that, right? To atone for me and my parents.
What kind of twisted logic is that? That has nothing to do with you.
Oh, don't get all worked up now. If you're already this emotional, how will you handle seeing me in person? Speaking of which, guess what? I'm here right now.
What?
I brought my parents and we're ready to move in. I even brought the marriage registration forms so we can officially get remarried today. Let's start our happy family life again.
Are you out of your mind?
Our stuff's on the way, too. Movers will be here in the afternoon, so yeah, you'll take care of those feels, right? Thanks in advance.
Wait, you actually came?
Yup. Look out your window if you don't believe me. We're standing right at your front door. Me, Mom, and Dad.
There's nobody out there.
Huh?
Yeah, I checked. There's no one at my door.
Cut the crap, Selena. Stop pretending, will ya? We're right here.
No, seriously, there's no one.
What?
Where exactly are you?
At your front door, duh.
Address?
Why do I need to tell you that? This is your family home, isn't it? Like I'd forget after all the times I've been here. We're in A City, of course.
A City? You're at my old family home?
Obviously. Why are you double-checking like some clueless idiot? Open the door already. Mom and Dad can't wait to resume your wifely re-education. Time for you to remember your place.
You might want to double-check that address yourself, genius, because you're at the wrong house.
What?
You finally made me understand what you've been rambling about all this time. Took me long enough.
What are you talking about?
That house, my old family home, I sold it.
What?
Yeah, I sold it years ago.
Why the hell would you do that?
After we divorced, I lived there for a couple of years, but the house was old and falling apart, so I sold it off. Simple.
No way. But then where do you live now?
After that, I rented a small, cheap apartment for a while. But now I live in a beautiful 2-family home with my husband and his lovely parents.
Husband?
Yeah, I met him through some friends.
And his parents?
Uh-huh. They're kind, considerate, and nothing like the nightmare you call parents.
I don't understand. This has to be some kind of prank, right? You're just trying to surprise me or something.
Nope, no tricks here. This is my life now.
You can't do this to me. You have to let me move in. I already gave up my apartment. My dad and I even quit our jobs for this.
Oh my God, were you seriously planning to live off my income? Is that what this was about?
Well, I figured if you had enough cash to build a house, you could support us.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I built a house, but it's under my husband's name. And guess what? It's nowhere near A City. I didn't even know my old place was under construction again.
No, open the door, damn it! Let's get married again, I'm begging you!
You really are the king of idiots.
What?
Did you even look at the nameplate on the mailbox?
Nameplate? Wait a sec, that's not your name?
Exactly. Some completely unrelated family lives there now. Got it? You're trespassing on a stranger's property.
What?
So unless you want to get arrested for loitering, I suggest you pack up your circus and leave. And you might want to hurry, because if someone inside already called the cops, well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh no, Selena, there's a police car coming!
Tough luck. Guess you'll just have to figure it out on your own.
Selena! Help me!
Not my problem. Goodbye. Sometime later, I received an unexpected phone call from one of my ex-husband's distant relatives. This person, who I hadn't heard from in years, called me to apologize and to explain what had happened after the incident involving the police. I wasn't sure if I wanted to hear anything about my ex-husband or his family, considering all the pain and betrayal they had caused me in the past. But out of a sense of closure, or perhaps simple curiosity, I chose to listen. According to them, after the chaotic incident with the police patrol car, things had escalated quickly for my ex-husband and his parents. Apparently, when they saw the patrol car approaching them, they panicked, as if realizing too late that their behavior had crossed into criminal territory. In their desperation to escape the scene, they tried to flee in different directions, but fate seemed to have other plans. As they scrambled to disappear into the nearby streets, they ended up running straight into another set of officers who had arrived on bicycles from an alternative route. Those officers quickly blocked their path, cutting off their escape and forcing them into an awkward confrontation. Faced with police officers demanding explanations, the three of them became flustered and could barely string together a coherent story. Their elusive behavior, fidgeting and mumbling, only made them look more suspicious in the eyes of the authorities. They had no identification on them, no clear purpose for being in the area, and no reasonable explanation as to why they had reacted with such panic when seeing the patrol car. Naturally, this triggered the officers' instincts to treat them as potential criminals, resulting in them being detained and taken in for questioning at the police station. Although, according to the relative, even though no direct harm had yet been inflicted upon anyone, the police deemed their actions sufficiently suspicious to warrant a thorough investigation. After several hours of interrogation and an official warning, they were released under strict surveillance and with a formal warning on their record. They were made well aware that any further incidents would result in immediate arrest and more serious charges. But as I listened to the details, it became clear that the true punishment for them had nothing to do with police action. Their biggest problem was far more pressing and far less avoidable. They had no home, no income, and no one left willing to support them. The relative told me, almost with a tone of cold resignation, that the trio, my ex-husband and his aging parents, were now effectively destitute. In the 5 years since our divorce and the ugly affair that had shattered not only our marriage but also their social standing, they had managed to alienate practically everyone in their extended family. Once their dirty laundry had been aired for all to see, the cheating, the manipulation, the lies, they had been ostracized. Relatives who once might have offered them a spare room or financial help had turned their backs, disgusted by the betrayal and selfishness they had displayed. Even friends who once orbited their lives disappeared once it became clear that associating with them would only bring trouble. Now they had no choice but to live in a run-down, decrepit apartment in the worst part of town. It was a tiny, suffocating space in a building where the shared toilet was in the hallway and there was no bath at all. They had to make do with public bathhouses or endure humiliation of using hand basins and makeshift methods just to keep clean. The rent was dirt cheap, and that was the only reason they could afford it. But even then, every month was a struggle to scrape together enough money to keep a roof over their heads. My ex-husband, once smug and arrogant, who had so easily thrown away our family for his fleeting affair, now faced the grim reality of being a middle-aged man with no job, no skills to fall back on, and no support system. His parents, who once looked down on me as if I were some outsider unworthy of their son, were now equally destitute and humiliated, their pride shattered, their status reduced to nothing more than gossip fodder for those in the neighborhood who remembered them in their better days. They tried, I heard, to find jobs, anything to sustain themselves, but employers weren't interested in hiring people with gaps in their work history and a reputation for trouble. Word travels fast in smaller communities, and their tainted names followed them like a scarlet letter. The few times they managed to get part-time work, they were treated with contempt, given the worst shifts, and talked about behind their backs by coworkers who saw them as pathetic, washed-up has-beens. The relative told me that they spent most of their days hiding inside their tiny apartment, rarely venturing out except to buy the barest of essentials. Their days were filled with bitterness, arguments, and endless blame-shifting, each of them pointing fingers at the other for the life they now led. My ex-husband blamed his mother for controlling him and pushing him into decisions he now regretted. His mother, in turn, blamed him for being weak and useless, for not providing the life she believed she deserved. His father, silent and broken, merely sat in the corner, staring blankly at the walls, having given up on the idea of a better future. I won't pretend that hearing all this didn't stir some complicated feelings in me. A part of me, the part that had suffered through their cruelty, their betrayal, their manipulation, felt vindicated. They had made their bed, and now they were forced to lie in it, cold, lonely, and penniless. But another part of me, perhaps the more compassionate side, couldn't help but feel a pang of pity. I had moved on, I had rebuilt my life, found happiness again, and surrounded myself with people who truly cared about me and valued me. I had a partner who respected me, a support network that embraced me, and a peaceful home where love, not resentment, was the foundation.